you spoke and maybe dressed like truth. Soft little lies in a silver suit. Said forever, we'll see how it goes. I heard forever, heaven knows. You gave me just enough to stay, just enough light to lead me astray. I built a home on words you bent, paid the price for what you meant. I held on tighter every time you slipped. You gave me love in broken bits, unstood. Half a promise, all the pain. You said sunshine brought the rain, left me standing in between what you said and what you meant. You gave me hope you couldn't sustain. Now my heart's the one that pays for every almost you became. Half a promise, whole the pain. You kept the door a little wide, just enough to keep me tight. Not enough to let me in, just enough to pull me in. I memorized your every line, like someday they would all align. But your words were paper thin, and I was all the way in. I should have known the way you love was never meant to be enough. I promise I can be enough. I say half a promise, hold the pain. You said always meant just wait, kept me hanging by a thread while you lived inside my head. You lit a spark you couldn't maintain. Now I'm dancing in the flames of every almost you became. Half a promise, hold the pain. Maybe you never meant the harm. Maybe I just fell too hard. But broken dreams don't hurt less just because you tried your best. I was all heart, you were halfway gone. That's how the damage gets done. Half a promise, all the damage gets done. Half a promise, hold the pain, but I won't lose myself again. No more waiting in the grave, no more begging love to stay. You gave me wounds I can't explain, but I'm stronger in the rain. I survived what we became. Half a promise, hold the pain. Next time love comes close again, I'll listen when it hesitates. Ask goodbye, I'm more than every goodbye. The last words we said, the tear in your eye. I play the scene, I twist the lines, hoping somehow I can change the time. The echo of your footsteps on the floor haunts haunts me like I can't ignore. I tell myself it's over, let it be, but I keep rewinding back to you and me. I know the script, I know the score, still I can't stop wanting more. I keep replaying the ending, the part where you left pretending like it was nothing, like it was fine, but I'm stuck in the frame where you were mine. I rewind the heartbreak frame by frame, hoping someday it won't feel the same. I keep replaying the ending, but it won't let me go. I imagine changes I never made, words I never spoke, promises I stayed. I see a version where we survive, where love didn't fracture, where we're alive. But reality cuts sharper than knives. Your shadow lingers in my life. I pause the tape, but it starts again, a loop of could have been. I know the truth, I know the pain, yet I'm trapped in that final frame. I keep replaying the ending, the part where you left pretending like it was nothing, like it was fine, but I'm stuck in the frame where you were mine. I rewind the heartbreak frame by frame, hoping someday it won't feel the same. I keep replaying the ending, but it won't let me go. Maybe one day I'll learn to pause, stop living in the cause. The ending's done, the credits roll, but it's still stuck inside my soul. I keep replaying the ending, the scene I can't stop pretending that you stayed, that we survived, that love was enough to keep us alive. I rewind the heartbreak frame by frame, but I can't erase your name. I keep replaying the ending, and it keeps replaying me. Fade to black, but I'm still here. Rewind the ending, year after year. I gave my night, I gave my days, I lost myself in all your ways. I blew you up, I broke my own heart. You never called your home. I stayed when I should've walked away, I begged when I should've let you stray. Every I love you that I said left me bleeding while you left my bed. I thought love meant giving all, even if I had to fall. I loved you more than me, more than I was meant to be. I lost my voice, I lost my soul, gave you pieces to make you whole. I loved you more than I could take, more than my heart could ever make. I loved you more than me, and I paid the price to set you free. I stayed burning in the night. I forgave the things I shouldn't have. Held your hand while I crashed and drowned. I kept believing in your lies. Ignored the truth behind your eyes. I gave my all, I gave my best, but loving you became my test. I thought love meant giving all, even if I had to fall. I loved you more than me, more than I was meant to be. I lost my voice, I lost my soul. Gave you pieces to make you whole. I loved you more than I could take, more than my heart could ever make. I loved you more than me, and I paid the price to set you free. Maybe one day I'll learn to stay and keep my heart from going astray. But the lesson burns and I still see how I loved you more. Finding me, I loved you more than me, and now I'm learning to be free. I'll find my voice, I'll find my soul. No more giving what you stole. I loved you more than I could take, but now I'm rising from the ache. I loved you more than me, but I love myself eventually. I loved you, yes I did, but now it's time to live. I loved you. We used to laugh in the pouring rain, swore our hearts would never change. I held your hand like it was gold. Now I'm reaching for what I can't hold. Your voice used to light the air, now it's distant, barely there. We were a story I believed, but the pages lie where you deceived. I know the truth, I see the cracks, but I keep chasing the way we were back. I miss the version of us when love was patient, love was enough. Before the silence, before the lies, before the hurt lived in our eyes. I miss the laughter, I miss the trust. I miss the version of us. We built a world that couldn't last, a fragile dream too tied to the past. I see you now and it's not the same. I still call your name, you don't feel the pain. I'm holding ghosts where you won't stir, holding on, but I know I should let the memory fade like dust. But I keep needing the version of us. I know the lies, I know the end, but I still wish we could pretend. I miss the version of us when love was patient, love was enough. Before the silence, before the lies, before the hurt lived in our eyes. I miss the laughter, I miss the trust. I miss the version of us. Somewhere in the past it stays, miss the version of us when hearts were open, hearts were just. Before the pain, before the dust, before the love turned into rust. I miss the version. Oh, I miss the trust. I miss the version of us. Somewhere in the past it stays, the version of us, forever replayed. Somewhere in the past it stays, the version of us, forever replayed. Somewhere in the past it stays, forever replayed. I walk in my lap, on my lips, float inside, I'm breaking in bits. I nod and say I'm fine, don't mind, while your memory keeps me confined. I hide the bruises under my grin, act like the storm didn't come in. No one sees the cracks I keep, but your words cut so deep. I play the part, I wear the mask, pretend the past is just a test. I smile like nothing happened, but my heart's still collapsing. I dance like the pain is gone, but I'm lost in yesterday's song. I laugh, I pretend I bend, but the truth won't let me mend. I smile like nothing happened, while inside I'm unraveling. I sip my coffee, hold my head high, while your ghost lingers in my sky. I answer questions with a light tone, but every answer feels alone. I'm the actor in my own play, hiding what you took away. The world sees me as moving on, but the truth is I'm barely holding on. I fake the light, I wear the charm, keep the world from seeing harm. I smile like nothing happened, but my heart's still collapsing. I dance like the pain is gone, but I'm lost in yesterday's song. I laugh, I pretend I bend, but the truth won't let me mend. I smile like nothing happened, while inside I'm unraveling. Maybe someday I'll let it show all the cracks that no one knows. Till then I'll play the masquerade with a smile that hides the shade. I smile like nothing happened, but my soul is still unraveling. I laugh, I live, I pretend, while my broken pieces mend. smile to the world outside, while inside I've cried. I smile like nothing happened, but the pain's still mine to hide. So if you see me shining bright, no, I'm just surviving the night. I learned your signs of 30-second tongue, translated every unfine you spun. I bent my edges just to fit your frame, forgot what I looked like before your name. I memorized the way you pull away, blame myself every time you changed. I called it patience, called it love, but it was never enough. I kept shrinking so you could stand tall, gave you everything, I gave you all. I stayed until I disappeared, faded out while you were here, lost my voice inside your doubt. You never noticed I went without. I gave my heart, my breath, my years, dried my own uncried tears. I loved you more than I ever feared. I stayed until I disappeared. Forgot me in it somehow. I stopped asking what I need, convinced myself that love can see. But every time I swallow pain, a little less of me remained. I was a shadow in your light, standing there but out of sight. One day I looked into the mirror and I couldn't find me there, just your reflection in my eyes and love that wasn't fair. That's when I knew the cost was real. You can't keep giving what won't heal. I stayed until I disappeared, but I'm finally seeing clear. Love shouldn't make you fade away or beg somebody else to stay. I'm finding pieces you never knew, the girl I was before you. I loved you hard and insincere. I stayed until I disappeared. But I'm coming back now, piece by piece, from the girl you couldn't see. I smile when you walk in the room, Pretend the world isn't full of gloom. I laugh at jokes, I play my part, but I'm holding pieces of a broken heart. I say I'm fine, I say I'm okay, but the truth is buried in shades of grey. I keep it locked, I keep it tight, hiding tears that fall at night. No one knows the storms I fight behind this face, behind this light. I'm fine, but not really. I'm smiling while I'm bleeding slowly. I'm laughing while I'm falling apart. I'm talking, but it's not from my heart. I say I'm fine, but not really. The world seems strong, but inside it's me trying to hold on when I'm breaking freely. I'm fine, but not really. I scroll through messages I can't send, pretend the wounds will somehow mend. I say it's nothing, just a bad day, but the pain lingers, won't go away. I watch the sun, I watch it set, but the shadows linger with regret. I carry masks like second skin, while the truth aches deep within. I nod, I smile, I play along, but inside me the night is long. Oh, I'm fine, but not really. I'm smiling while I'm bleeding slowly. I'm laughing while I'm falling apart. I'm talking, but it's not from my heart. I say I'm fine, but not really. The world seems strong, but inside it's me trying to hold on when I'm breaking freely. I'm fine, but not really. Maybe one day I'll let it show, all the pain I've kept below. Until then I'll keep pretending that the broken pieces aren't ascending. I'm fine, but not really. Hiding scars that won't heal clearly. I'm smiling through the silent screams, living life inside my dreams. I say I'm fine, but not really. Beyond this mask, it's just me learning how to breathe through the pain. I'm fine, but not really. So when I say it's okay, no, I mean it only halfway. I keep the TV on too loud, just to try and drown it out. But silence always finds its way back into this house. Your pictures turn face down again, but I still know it's you. Funny how the quiet scream is louder than the truth. Every drop falls like a warning bell in this lonely carousel. If tears had a sound, Heartbreak made a noise to shake this empty room. If tears had a sound, they'd be calling out for you. The mirror shows a stranger's face, with your goodbye still traced across the skin beneath my eyes, where sleep just won't replace. I try to breathe and let you go, but grief has its own way, and every night it presses down like it just can't wait. Every drop I try to hide is just another crack inside. If tears had a sound, you'd hear me breaking down like glass hitting the ground, like thunder rolling down. If heartbreak made a noise to shake this empty room, if tears had a sound, they'd be calling out for you. Would you turn around if you heard me fall apart? Would you even care if you heard my shattered heart? Or would the sighs be the same as when you left? If tears had a sound, they'd echo through your sleep. They'd rise above the crowd of promises you couldn't keep. If sorrow had a voice, it'd sing the truth we knew. If tears had a sound, they'd still be crying over you. So I'll keep crying quietly for only the night. Can hear me break. I should have seen it in your eyes, the way they never stay too long. You're right, in my hand like it was glass, like you were scared. You're the one that said it, don't risk you to death. So I could've wanted in your tone, but I was scared to be alone. So I painted red flags white and called your darkness light. I gave you chances I couldn't afford, built you a home inside my heart. Loving you was my mistake. I gave you more than you could take. Turned my scars into a door you walked through and wanted more. I let you bend me till I break. Called it love for heaven's sake. Now I'm drowning in the ache. Loving you was my mistake. Ooh. place you go, to feel like you were still enough when the world was getting rough. But when I needed you the same, you vanished without shame. I was fire keeping you warm while you danced inside the storm. I kept believing you would change, but hope can be a dangerous thing. Loving you was my mistake. I gave you more than you could take. Turned my silence into trust while you were turning love to dust. I let you push and pull my faith, held on while you drifted away. Now every memory feels fake. Loving you was my mistake. Maybe I loved the version in my head, not the truth in what you said. Maybe I fell for who you could be and forgot to see what you did to me. Love shouldn't feel like losing it, or begging someone to care. Loving you was my mistake, but losing you was my escape. I finally see it wasn't fate, just a heart that wouldn't wait. I gave you all I had to give, forgot that I deserved to live. There's something real, not second place. Loving you was my mistake. And maybe one day I'll forgive myself for loving you like that. The wind blows sharp through empty streets. I feel your absence in the cold beneath. My hands are numb, my heart is frozen. All the words we said are left unspoken. The snow falls heavy on my skin, but it's nothing compared to the storm within. I reach for warmth I cannot find, just icy echoes of your mind. Every breath feels like frost, every memory another cost. My chest feels like winter, empty, dark and bitter. The warmth we had has gone away, leaving me in shades of gray. I ache for a sun that won't appear, I shiver in the shadow of you here. My chest feels like winter, and I don't know how to thaw it, dear. I walk through rooms where laughter died, haunted by what we tried to hide. You touch your voice, a fleeting spark, gone like days swallowed by the dark. I wrap myself in every lie, pretend the frost will pass me by, but no fire, no flame, no hand to hold can melt the cold that's taken hold. I long for warmth, I later, empty, dark, and bitter. The warmth we had has gone away, leaving me in shades of gray. I ache for a silent won't appear. I shiver in the shadow of you here. My chest feels like winter, and I'm learning to survive the heat. Cold winds blow, but I breathe. My chest still feels like winter. I used to answer every call, stayed awake through it all, but your words became too heavy to hold. Now I learned to let them go. I keep my distance, keep my walls. No more crashes, no more falls. I love too much, I bled too deep. Now I guard the space I keep. I'm not cold, I'm just offline, tuned out of your heartbreak line. My heart's on airplane mode. No more signals, no more load. Flying solo through the night. No turbulence, no fights. I won't land where I've been burned. No takeoff until I've learned. My heart's on airplane mode, disconnected from your world. I used to chase the light in you, but shadows kept breaking too. I answered texts that never stayed, gave love to someone who strayed. Now I float above the storm, protecting every part that's torn. No more baggage, no more lies. I'm reclaiming my skies. I'm not one, just got a range. Wait until I'm safe again. My heart's on airplane mode. No more signals, no more load. Flying solo through the night. No turbulence, no fights. I won't land where I've been burned. No takeoff until I've landed. My heart's on airplane mode, disconnected from your world. Maybe one day I'll descend, trust the sky, let love begin. But for now I'll soar alone above the pain I used to own. My heart's on airplane mode. No more signals, no more load. Flying high above the past, learning peace at last. I won't land where I've been burned. No takeoff until I've learned. My heart's on airplane mode, safe in my own world. Engines off, but free to roam. My heart's in airplane mode, and I'm finally home. And I'm finally home. I keep coming back to where we met, the corner cafe, the silhouette. I swear I see a shadow there, but it's just a stranger in the air. I left a note I'll never send, 1,000 words that never been. I sit and wait, but you don't appear, still hoping though it's clear. Time keeps moving, I stay the same, chasing echoes that have no name. Still waiting at the wrong place, hoping for a familiar face. The world moves on, but I don't dare leave the ghost of you sitting there. I keep believing, I keep the faith, but it's only me in this empty space. Still waiting at the wrong place, still reaching for a love I can't replace. I hear laughter, I hear your voice, but it's in someone else's choice. The memories pull me back again, to where I lose, to where I pretend. The wind carries your name in vain. I try to smile but feel the pain. I thought if I waited long enough you'd return, but love isn't that tough. Every step away feels like a crime. Every moment stuck in time. Still waiting at the wrong place, hoping for a familiar face. The world moves on, but I don't dare leave the ghost of you sitting there. I keep believing, I keep the faith, but it's only me in this empty space. Still waiting at the wrong place, still reaching for a love I can't replace. Maybe one day I'll finally see the right place isn't where you'll be. I'll walk away, let go, set free, but for now I'm lost in memory. Still waiting at the wrong place, hoping for a familiar face. The world moves on, but I don't dare leave the ghost of you sitting there. I keep believing, I keep the faith, but it's only me in this empty space. Still waiting at the wrong place, still reaching for a love I can't replace. I'll stand here a little longer until I learn where I belong. Last goodbye, so the pieces back, the ones you told are on the track. Every word, every fight, every lie left me with holes I can't deny. I patch my heart with threads of you, the laughter, the love, the things we knew, but every stitch pulls me apart. I thought time would make it whole, but memory stitches won't console. Stitches made of memories, holding me together barely. Every seam bleeds your face, every thread a soft embrace. I'm mending wounds that never heal, tying knots I cannot feel. Stitches made of memories, binding me to what I see your shadow in every thread, the whispered words we left unsaid. I patch the pain with fragile light, but darkness lingers through the night. I walk the halls of what we were, tracing out lines I still prefer, but the fabric frays with every tear, and I'm left holding only air. I try to mend, I try to stay, but memories pull me away. Stitches made of memories, holding me together barely. Every seam bleeds your face, every thread a soft embrace. I'm mending wounds that never heal, tying knots I cannot feel. Stitches made of memories, binding me to what used to be. Maybe one day I'll let them go, rip the threads, release the wool. But until then I'll wear the pain, a quilt of us, a love in vain. Stitches made of memories, keeping pieces of you with me. Every knot, every scar tells the story of who we are. I'm in the heart I thought I lost, count the cost, embrace the frost. Stitches made of memories, the only warmth that still breathes. And I hold them close tonight. Threads of you, threads of us, stitches made of memories. Lay back for pride, hoping you call, make it right. The words you left unsaid, the blame still echo in my chest like rain. I wrote letters I'll never send, trying to make broken hearts bend, but you walked on without a glance, left me frozen in these stairs. I kept hoping, I kept the flame, but nothing ever called your name. The apology that never came haunts me like a bitter flame. I'm stuck in yesterday's regret, and a story I can't forget. You left the silence in my space, and time can't heal the empty place. The apology that never came still whispers softly in my pain. I replay the fight, the tear-stained floor, the broken trust I can't ignore. I searched your eyes for a single sign, but forgiveness never crossed the line. I gave you love, I gave my all. You let it crumble, let it fall, and now the ghost of what we had is a wound I tend forever sad. Apology that never came haunts me like a bitter flame. I'm stuck in yesterday's regret, in a story I can't forget. You left the silence in my space, and time can't heal the empty place. The apology that never came whisper softly in my maybe one day I'll forgive, not you but myself to live. But until then the ache remains, a scar etched deep from all the change. The apology that never came still lingers like a dying flame. I'm walking forward, bruised but strong, still humming our unfinished song. You left the silence in my space, and I carry it through every place. The apology that never came will always whisper your name, and I'll breathe even without your words. The clock struck 12, the room went cold. I watched our story quietly fold. Your eyes, your hands, the promises made all shatter like glass, all start to fade. I tried to speak, but words fell flat. I reached for you, but you weren't back. The dreams we built, the plans we drew, vanished in the darkness with you. I felt the weight of what could have been, a lifetime lost in just one sin. The night I lost my future, the night you walked away, all our tomorrows faded and the colors turned to gray. I'm holding on to shadows of the life we never knew. The night I lost my future was the night I lost you. I see the places we would have gone, hear the laughter that's now withdrawn. I touch the memories like fragile glass, trying to hold on to the past. Your absence screams in every room, the silence echoes our lost tune. I keep pretending I'll survive, but a piece of me died that night. I thought love could conquer time and space, but nothing could replace your face. The night I lost my future, future. The night you slipped away, all our plans and promises were taken in that fray. I'm holding on to pieces of what we couldn't make true. The night I lost my future was the night I lost you. And now I walk alone through the life we never had. You hear it on the radio again, the same chords, the same refrain. I used to smile, used to hum along. Now every note just feels all wrong. Your laugh used to dance in every line. I swore the lyrics were yours and mine, but you left your shadow in the melody. Now it's a ghost of what we used to be. Every chorus drags me back to the nights we couldn't get on track. The song you wrote for me plays in my heart painfully. Every word, every rhyme takes me back to wasted time. I can't hear it without your name. Tears and music all the same. The song I loved endlessly, the song you ruined for me. I try to sing it, try to pretend that maybe time could make it bend, but every note reminds me too well of promises broken I couldn't quell. I shared that song with all my friends, said it was ours, said it would never end. Now it's a trap, it's a chain wrapped around my chest with your name. I thought love could outlast a song. Turns out I was singing wrong. The song you wrote for me plays in my heart painfully. Every word, every rhyme takes me back to wasted time. I can't hear it without your name. Tears and music all the same. The song I loved endlessly, the song you ruined for me. Maybe one day I'll hear it clean, without your shadow in between. But for now it's bittersweet, a soundtrack for my defeat. The song you ruined for me still haunts my every memory. Every note, every line takes me back to lost time. I can't escape what it became, a melody wrapped in shame. The song I loved endlessly, the song you ruined for me. So I turn it off and walk away. last good word, the night you whispered low of forever, I almost didn't know. Your words slip past like a gentle breeze, soft as shadows through the trees. I held them close, I held my breath. Didn't know you forever had a shelf. You tucked it away where I couldn't see a promise, hidden silently. I thought I felt it in your eyes, but quiet words can hide the lies. When you said forever quietly, I didn't know it wasn't for me. It sounded like love, it sounded like trust, but it crumbled into dust. I kept replaying that gentle tone, thinking it was mine alone. When you said forever quietly, you left me wondering silently. We walked through days like nothing changed, but quiet forever rearranged. The moments that I thought were ours were slipping through like fragile stars. I built my heart around your words, but silence echoed louder than you heard. I waited for forever to stay, but it whispered itself away. I believed in the softest sound until it left me on the ground. When you said forever quietly, I didn't know it wasn't for me. It sounded like love, it sounded like trust, but it crumbled into dust. I kept replaying that gentle tone, thinking it was mine. When you said forever quietly, maybe someday I'll understand how love can slip right through your hands. But that quiet forever, soft and small, still haunts me even through it all. When you said forever quietly, I thought I'd never be free. It felt like hope, it felt like home, but it left me standing alone. I keep replaying that gentle tone, thinking it was mine alone. When you said forever quietly, I lost more than you'll ever see. Soft words, loud pain, forever quietly gone, gone. I woke up to an empty bed, your side still warm, your words was unsaid. The coffee's cold, the clock moves slow, but you're gone, I still don't know. You didn't slam, didn't fight, you just vanished to the night. No goodbye, no last embrace, just shadows lingering in this place. I keep replaying every scene. You were here, where you have been. You left without closing the door, leaving my heart on the floor. I reach for you, but you're not there, just echoes of your stay. You left without a word, a trace, but your absence fills this space. You left, and now I'm sore, 'cause you left without closing the door. Smaller than the time we spent together. I gave my all, but you let it crumble, let it fall. I still see you in the hall, hear you laugh against the wall. But it's a trick, it's just a ghost of the one I love the most. I tried to move, I tried. Left open, never end. You left without closing the door, leaving my heart on the floor. I reach for you, but you're not there, just echoes of your stare. You left without a word, a trace, but your absence fills this space. You left, and now I'm sore, 'cause you left without closing the door. Maybe someday you'll realize the pain you left behind, or maybe I'll just learn to fly high with nothing left to bind. You left without closing the door, but I won't be yours anymore. I'll patch the cracks you left in me, I'll find the key, I'll set me free. Your ghost can haunt these floors no more. I'm stronger than before you left, but I'm restored. Oh, you left without closing the door. The door swings shut, and I finally breathe. I believed every word you said, every promise spinning in my head. I held on tighter with each excuse, never questioned it, never let loose. You smiled like it was all so true, but behind your eyes I never knew. The way you twisted love and shame left me addicted to the pain. I knew the truth, I saw the signs, but I kept falling for your lines. You were my favorite love. smoke the disguise. You were my favorite lie, and I can't forget, no matter how I try. I replayed our memories in my mind, try to find the pieces left behind. The laughter, the late night drives, the illusion that kept me alive. I kept pretending it was love, but it was just a push and shove. I gave you my heart, my every part, only to wake to an empty dark. I wanted truth, I craved the light, but I was lost in your sweet bite. You were my favorite lie, the one I told myself every night, even when I knew it wasn't real, even when it broke what I could feel. I love the shadow, the smoke, the disguise. You were my favorite lie, and I can't forget, no matter how I try. Maybe someday I'll forgive the way you made me believe to live, but for now I taste the ache of loving a lie I couldn't shake. You were my favorite lie, sweetest pain I can't deny. Even though you tore me apart, I can't erase you from my heart. I love the shadow, the smoke, the disguise. You were my favorite lie, and I'll remember you even as I say goodbye. The truth hurts, but your lie haunted me more. You wrapped me up like it was cold outside, told me I was safe while you were gone inside. I held your warmth, I held your smile, didn't notice it would fade in a while. You gave me love like it wasn't yours, temporary shelter behind closed doors. I clung to threads that wouldn't stay while you quietly walked away. I thought your heart was mine to keep, but it was borrowed, shallow and cheap. Your love was a borrowed cold, worn for a while, then you let it float. I felt the warmth, I felt the light, but the fabric tore, and so did I. You kept me close and left me cold, a borrowed coat I can't hold. Your love was a borrowed coat, and I'm still learning to let it go. I wore your words like they were mine, believed in your forever line, but permanence wasn't your style. You'd warm my heart, then leave a while. I chased the sleeves, I chased the seams of a love that only lived in dreams. You gave just enough to make me stay, then vanished with no words to say. I thought you were made for me, but your love had a return policy. fabric tore and so did I. You kept me close, then left me cold. A borrowed coat I can't hold. Your love was a borrowed coat, and I'm still learning to let it go. Maybe you didn't mean to harm, maybe you never meant the charm. But love isn't borrowed, love isn't land, it's fire, not just a temporary sin. Your love was a borrowed coat, worn for a while, then you let it float. I felt the warmth, I felt the light, but the fabric tore and so did I. You kept me close, then left me cold. A borrowed coat I can't hold. Your love was a borrowed coat. I'm taking it off, I won't wear it no more. I'll find a love that's mine to wear, one that doesn't leave me bare.